Hey, what's up guys, Matt here. Today I'll be reviewing the ANA 787-8 in the Dreamliner livery by JC Wings in a 1 to 200 scale. Please check the description in case you missed anything throughout this video. All of my social media links will be down there. I pre-ordered this from easytoys.com, their link will also be down in the description. This is my 31st 787 model and it's my third ANA model. Some information about ANA. The operations base is out of Shiodome City Center in Minato, Tokyo, Japan. Their main hubs are Tokyo Haneda Airport and Tokyo Narita Airport. Secondary hubs are Osaka Kansai and Osaka Itami Airport. Focus cities are Nagoya Chubu Century Airport, Naha Airport and Sapporo New Chitose Airport. They were founded on the 27th of December 1952 as Nippon Helicopter and Aeroplane, which is why their IATA code is NH. Their fleet as of the 18th of December 2018 consists of 264 aircraft, 66 of which are 787s, 36 are 787-8s and 30 are 787-9s. There is also 14 unfilled 787-9 orders and 3 unfilled 787-10 orders. They serve 103 destinations and their current 787 routes are from Tokyo Haneda to Bangkok Suvarnabhumi, Beijing Capital, Fukuoka, Hakodate, Hanoi, Hiroshima, Honolulu Daniel K. Inouye, Ishigaki, Jakarta, Kagoshima, Kumamoto, Matsuyama, Miyazaki, Munich, Nagasaki, Okayama, Okinawa, Osaka Itami, Paris Charles de Gaulle, Shanghai, believe it's Hongzhou, Shanghai Pudong, Sydney Kingsford Smith, Taipei Songshan and Takamatsu, and they also fly from Tokyo Narita to Bangkok Suvarnabhumi, Delhi, Ho Chi Minh City, Jakarta, Kuala Lumpur, Manila Ninoy Aquino, Mexico City, Mumbai, Phnom Penh, Seattle Tacoma, Shanghai Pudong, Singapore Changi, and Taipei Taoyuan, and lastly from Osaka Itami to Sapporo New Chitose. The first flight for this aircraft was on the 1st of September 2011 and delivered to ANA on the 25th of September 2011, and it was the first ever 787 delivered. The Boeing customer code for ANA is 81. So let's take a look around the box here. So we have 787-8, E-Flight logo, Dreamliner logo, ANA, picture of the aircraft, 787 1/200 scale. Back of the box, there isn't much there, just the standard warnings. On the top of the box, the Boeing 787 of course is upside down. I don't know why it's printed upside down there, but it's all good here. And then we have the model with the stand and then the magnetic gears. Alright guys, the model is now out of the box and we're going to start at the cockpit windows on the port side. Alright, so cockpit windows, window wipers, pitot tube, static ports, Star Alliance logo because ANA is a member of Star Alliance, which is a group of 27 airlines. 801 on the gear door, 787 logo, or titles, ANA logo. We also have the E-Flight logo. Now, you may not know what E-Flight is, but it is a representation of certain ANA aircraft flying specific routes which are aimed to grab the attention of customers who have the option of offsetting their carbon emissions for a flight by buying a certificate or share in a project during their ticket purchase. It is aimed to reduce carbon emissions. We also have the Dreamliner logo, because this is a Dreamliner livery, which I'll get into also right now. This aircraft was delivered wearing the special scheme. It was repainted in February 2017, however, into the regular livery of ANA. We also have the realistic looking landing lights on the inboard part of the wing. And then we come to the Rolls-Royce Trent 1000 engines. Rolls-Royce logo, of course. The chevron teeth, you can also see there, they are of course there to help reduce the noise, primarily help mix the cooler bypass air with the combustion air a lot cleaner. This also results in an improved thrust capacity. Just taking a look inside these engines, fan blades, they do spin. Let's see if we have any landing lights on the nose or taxi lights. No, it doesn't seem that we do. And the fan blades in this engine do spin also. And again on the side we have that let's try that. We also have those landing lights. It doesn't want to go. There we go. Alright. Moving on. We come out to the edge of the end of the wing, I should say, where we have the red navigation light, and it may not be quite visible on this model, but we would typically have the strobe light at the tip of the wing. Back onto the fuselage, you can see that Dreamliner livery. There's the bulk bin door and the registration number JA801A, Juliet Alpha 801 Alpha. There's also the Japanese flag because ANA is a flag carrier of Japan. We also have the ANA logo on the tail. There's the APU exhaust, very nice. There are two sort of bumps next to it on either side. That focus is really annoying me. Probably annoying you too. Those are the strobe lights. Sorry about this, just give me a second here. Alright, apologies about that, just trying to set this autofocus up. On the starboard side this time we have the pitot tube static port, Star Alliance logo, again ETOPS. This is an ETOPS rated aircraft because it does fly over oceans, you know, when it flies to the US and such. It's going to need that ETOPS rating. It's probably around, I guess, I actually don't know, but I probably guess it's around the 180 minutes mark. It doesn't really need to be any more, could be 120. 801 on the gear door, 787 titles, front cargo container door. ANA logo, E-Flight Dreamliner logos. Trent 1000 engine. I do love that chrome painting, or the chrome style painting on the engine cone. Green navigation light on this wingtip. Also the strobe light. The wing looks, yeah, it is a little bent. Not sure if that happened. I don't think it happened during shipping because it comes in a foam box. So probably just a little ding when when it was being made. It doesn't bother me too much. And back onto the fuselage, we have the rear cargo container door, registration number, Japanese flag, and the logo on the tail. Let's take a look underneath the aircraft now. There we go. So we have the nose gear, gear door, anti-collision light, and also NACA ducts there. Hole for the stand, main gears and the gear doors. Underneath the wings, flap slats, ailerons. There's also the, you don't need the flag because it's underneath the wing is white, so they have the rising sun there. There's the fuel dump valve. Detail underneath the engine. And then the same on the side, but with the registration number. Continuing down, antenna, and then the APU housing. Do a little adjustment of the exposure right here, because this camera is finding it a little tricky with this lens. The anti-collision beacon, antenna. It's really difficult to see, but two black ovals. They are the that's better. They are the ADF antennas. On top of the wings, no step markings, as well as the flap slats, ailerons, and spoilers. And the same on this wing, but with the registration number. There's a SATCOM. Two antennas, grey dot on each horizontal stabilizer. They are the logo lights that light up the tail at night time. To be quite fair, it's been a while since I've done reviews, and I think I have not set the camera up as I usually do with reviews. And the reason the focus is quite jumpy with this lens is the fact that my aperture is set incorrectly. I'm certain I usually have a different setting because it's on f4 right now. I probably usually have it around 6.3 or 5.6. So it's not quite as jumpy, and it gives the depth of field. It's not so shallow when you're so close up, because it is very shallow when you're close up. Anyway, let's get right onto the seating configurations. So version 1, business class, 46 flatbed seats, rows 1 to 13. That is from the front, of course, to this door. And then we have, just before this door, about here somewhere. And then we have premium economy, 21 recliner seats, rows 15 to 17. So that is from about that point to that door. And then to the end of the aircraft is economy, 102 seats, rows 20 to 31. Total of 169 seats, so a very, spacious layout, if you will. Or less dense. Probably not quite spacious, I wouldn't say, because it's still 333 in economy. Then we have version 2, business class, 42 recliner seats, rows 1 to 7. That is from the front of the aircraft to about here, the E-Flight logo. And then there's economy, 180 seats, rows 12 to 34, total of 222 seats, that's from about the E-Flight logo to the back of the aircraft, and then version 3, which is the configuration that this particular aircraft has, is or has business class 42 recliner seats, so front of the aircraft, to about the same point again about the E-flite logo, and then it has economy 198 seats from that point to the back of the aircraft, whereas 12 to 34, 240 seats, so quite dense for a Dash 8, sort of about, well, maybe not quite dense, no, they're probably about mid-range for a Dash 8, really. I didn't mean dense. So fairly good layouts for ANA, really. Not to say that they don't do good layouts, but it's not expected for a 787, because usually the airlines like to take advantage of all the cost saving that the aircraft involves. Anyway, let's move on from that. Wheels roll quite nicely, actually. Very surprising considering how poor the gears have been rolling with the 787s and 777s lately. Gears tilt somewhat. Nose gear does swivel. Now let's take a look at the stand. So it's a plain white stand, no markings for the logos or anything, which they haven't now incorporated because there was a little bit of uproar about that. There's the padding on top so it doesn't scratch the model underneath. And it just knocked the model, but it's okay. It didn't scratch or anything. This one isn't sitting on entirely well, so this always makes me a little nervous. Just give me a second right here, see if I can actually get this on. I think the little semicircle that sits that extends further in is slightly too big, possibly. So I'm just going to be very, very careful, because the last thing you want is, of course, the aircraft to come off. The gears are magnetic, can easily be removed and put back on. They don't tilt too much, but better than the 777s currently. And when you want it in the in-flight position on the stand, there are gear doors here to use if you wish. Well, that's going to about conclude this review. I do hope you have enjoyed. Please leave a like if you did. Comment, tell me what you think of this model, tell me if you're going to get it, subscribe for more. I do have more reviews on the way, hopefully very soon. Share this video as well so other people can know about this model and see if they want to get it also. I've been waiting for a Dash 8 for quite a long time from ANA, and it was surprising that I think they released one a few years back, JC Wings, but it had the old mold, I believe. I mean, I may be wrong if they released an ANA one, but at that time the mold was quite old. Engines weren't correct, lots of problems with the gears, and just many complaints. So I think with aircraft in general, manufacturers, JC Wings, Gemini Jets, in-flight, should really just wait a little bit, perfect their mold. Otherwise, you don't want to lose customers because you've rushed into a mold, and that's what I find sometimes. Just it's better to sell your customers the perfect model. Anyway, guys, I do hope you've enjoyed, and I'll see you next time.